Jet opens his mouth before the game, which is always, you know, a harbinger of success. Then they have a really impressive first half and put their best foot forward and find a way once again to lose in embarrassing fashion. Why was last night's outcome obvious and to be expected?
Okay, but let me tell you, I was alone. I was eating a can of Campbell's soup and having a little salad, and the Niners just got off to a rocket start. I mean, uh, Detroit couldn't stop them. And by the way, Detroit has issues with their defense, and I think Minnesota's going to beat them next weekend. But anyway, and I'm thinking, wow, where did this come from? And then sense took over, as opposed to emotion. And I
Mm-hmm.
thought, no, they're going to lose.
Mm-hmm.
Even when they ended the first half ahead,
Mm-hmm.
they're going to lose because it's what they do. And I actually said to myself, they're going to lose, and Purdy's going to be implicated in the loss. He'll throw a pick. Little did I know he was going to throw 2 picks. He's going to throw a pick at exactly the worst time to kill you.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I can't see the future. This was just based on past performance. It's what he does, and it's what Kyle does. So I thought, no, this is interesting for a half. Now watch what happens when we get into the later rounds, and the better fighter takes over.
You know, it was funny. I don't know how you were confident. I wasn't. I was watching the Lions defense thinking this is a verschlunking defense. The
It is.
Niners just might win this game, and everyone's going to say that they're back and they figured something out, and Brock's worth $60 million, and that anyone who suggested that Kyle should go or John should go was just reactionary, and you got to stay the course. And I was sitting there like, well, do I need this today? Do I freaking need this today of all days? And then, and then I didn't even notice it because it was annoying me. And then Kyle calls 16 passes in a row. And it's like, oh, yeah, you do that every single time you have a lead in a big game. Like, it's what you do. You have a pattern. And like, I should have seen it. I should have seen it coming. You felt it.
Oh, listen, I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry to say this. Their record is 6-10. That translate as losers. They're
Losers.
they I know they don't want to hear it, and a lot of fans don't want to hear it. When you're 6-10 and last in your division, the word for you is losers. And I felt losers lose. Losers lose. That
Yeah.
even though Detroit didn't have a good defense, losers lose. And it's what they've perfected this season is losing.
There's a reason they call him No Ring Kyle. They've been calling him this for a long time. This is his official nickname, No Ring Kyle. He's No Ring Kyle
No
for a
ring.
reason.
Yeah, he's no ring Kyle. He's
Yeah.
absolutely not no ring Kyle. And I have a feeling as long as he's in Santa Clara, he'll be no ring Kyle. I do.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
think what was interesting about the way this collapse started is it started with the Brock Purdy interception. And then Jake Moody missed a field goal. And it's like, oh, it's like in harmony. You know, it's how it's just like, wow, they're hitting a really nice note in their collapse. And then Kyle Shanahan, of course, came in and made it 3-part harmony with his just ridiculous play calling. Oh, and Nick
And he,
Sorensen was in there too. Can't forget him, just calling the same vanilla coverages no matter what the situation is.
you should have heard Dante Whitner after the game on Sorensen. I'm paraphrasing, but essentially he said it's like a Dick and Jane defense. He said he was really showing nothing. So, that was quite an upgrade from Steve Wilkes to this guy. I want to come back to the 16 passes in a row.
Yeah.
It's like in the second half when he had a lead, Iggy.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't he have a lead at 8 points at halftime?
He was up 8 at halftime.
Yeah. You come out and you close out the game. You run the ball.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't have this one. He didn't. You find a way to do it. Just like
when Brock Purdy threw his first pick, they were up 4.
And what I want to say is Miami didn't have a running game, and they threw all these screen passes and stuff. They got the ball out fast. He couldn't. He went to a passing game. And Whitner, again, he's so bright. He said, when you put Purdy in a position where he has to be a drop back passer, he makes mistakes. Well, if he knows it, how come the coach doesn't know it?
Yeah. And it's like some people try to give Kyle Shanahan the benefit of the doubt, like, oh, he's this diabolical, evil genius. He kind of really, he's trying to show the owners that Brock isn't the guy, and he's putting it in front of them. It's like, no, this is what he does no matter who his quarterback is. He could have Tom Brady. He could have Matt Ryan. He's going to throw too much in the second half of close games.
Yeah,
And
I
he's
don't
winning.
think he has. I don't think he has any animus toward Brock Purdy. I just think it had nothing to do with any plot.
Yeah.
He's just a crummy second half coach, and he has a choker for a quarterback in the second half. And I know these are very harsh words, but Purdy, before he got hurt, he choked in the second half. And I've seen him do it before. Iggy, you said he's never thrown a game-winning touchdown pass?
He has never thrown a game-winning touchdown pass.
Wow. I mean, even Jimmy did.